Oops. Okay, I think I'm recording. Hi guys, thanks for joining live. This is our last summer launch, you guys. We've been doing this this is the 5th week, the 5th Tuesday. That is so crazy. And we still have like about 8 more days left, a week left of the month. So today is all about support and celebration. So this is just kind of, first, I know we didn't get a chance to talk about it last week about following up and supporting people who you've enrolled already, but also support in general with you guys. I want to kind of talk about some celebrations. So the great things has happened with everyone who's been participating with the summer launch. But also I want to just check in with you guys. What challenges are you guys having going through pipes each week? And maybe we can kind of brainstorm. Please feel free to share because I feel like there's probably at least one more builder who feels the same but maybe doesn't want to share, or they're not live on the call. And so hopefully maybe they could hear the same challenges that they haven't answered even though they weren't able to jump live. Okay, celebrations. Anybody want to share, if you can't talk, maybe chat it in, what you are grateful for in your business that has happened this month. Let's see.
I'll share.
I'm going to share some of what I've seen. But I'd also want you guys to feel proud of what you guys have done during this month. A lot of movement, a lot of growth from what I've seen. A lot of people who kind of put themselves in a situation where it's really uncomfortable, right? The uncomfort is you learning a new skill, things that are not working, realizing some things that haven't been working, and asking for help, advice, support. Linda said, haven't talked to in a while. Wait, sorry. Happy that I was able to connect with individuals that I haven't talked to in a while. That's awesome, right? So with our business, it's really all about relationship building. They say that, at least with our share business, people buy because of the person. It's not about the product. It is also about the product, but it's really about the person who they're buying it from, because there's so many people that sell doTERRA, right? They can buy it, that the other person that they know who sells doTERRA, but somehow they're choosing a specific person to buy from. Why, right? Maybe they've built a relationship. They've built trust with that person. We can educate a lot about our products. To be honest, doTERRA sells itself. It's kind of like trying to sell a Tesla. I don't know if you guys, it's really big here in San Francisco, a Tesla car. It's like this electric car, but it's super luxury. It's like selling a Louis Vuitton purse. It's like it sells itself. You don't really have to sell it. But where they decide to get that Louis Vuitton, if let's say it was people selling it, it depends on that person. And so the more you guys spend time with your business, really think about how you guys are loving on the people you come across. Like, how is their experience with you, right? How are you making them feel? I know one of the things that could have felt kind of weird or out of your comfort zone was the connecting part, right? When I had kind of suggested to you guys that the first step is to connect with people, and don't even talk about oils. Just say hi to someone new, say hi to someone you haven't talked to in a while. Compliment them on something exciting that you saw on their social media, or maybe you heard. Maybe they just got engaged. Maybe they just had a baby. Maybe they just took an awesome looking photo that you really like. Compliment them, making them feel good, because that's actually the first step on building a connection, a relationship, and trust. And that's why that's the biggest part. And I wanted to kind of test you guys on that to really see if you guys can do that without even bringing about oils the first time you connect. Because if you don't make them feel good, they probably wouldn't want to continue a conversation with you, right? And so, and the last thing we want is them to feel, or somebody, or even if it's you, somebody reaching out to you, like the first thing you don't want to feel is something being sold to you, right? You want them to like, oh, they saw my post, they saw that my baby just turned 1. That's so nice that she actually saw that and said happy birthday, whatever it may be. So but yes, with Lindsay, I'm glad that you were able to connect with people, right? And then really seeing if you can help them, with any health issues or goals that they have. And if you can't help them right now, that's okay. At least they know that you have a business, and when they finally come around, or when they finally have that one moment that they need the oils, we all had that, right? Maybe somebody talked to you about oils, and then it didn't kind of really register with you until you finally needed it. That's going to be them for you. You made them feel good. They're not interested right now, but they'll come around, and if they need oils, they'll know that, hey, Anohea made me feel good. I remember she kind of like said something about my son. She did say something about her business. I wasn't into it now, but you know what? I'm having a kid now, and I kind of want to hear more about this Natural Solutions Anohea told me last year. I'm going to tell you, I had one enrollment this month that I talked to last year. And she said that she's like, yeah, I'm interested in oils, but she never got an enrollment kit. It was literally last year. And she finally got her kit, and she got the Every Oil kit. So some enrollments are not going to happen right away, but continue to build that relationship. Make them feel good. Let them know that you're still committed to your business and you're consistent with your business. And when they're finally ready, they're going to be like, hey, she's still with her business. She's pretty serious about it. I want to get oils from her. Okay. Lindsay said, building my confidence to step outside of my comfort zone while sharing about oils. Yeah, that's huge. This is a business that is wrapped up in personal development. There's going to be a lot of challenges that you are going to come across, because you are going to grow the most in having a business like this. So I'm super proud of each one of you guys who's joining live, which is Lindsay and Anohea, but also the ones who's going to watch this recording. I'm proud of you for doing all 5 weeks of launch, for committing to your business, for having mentor calls with me, for going through any blocks, sharing things that's working for you, that's making you feel good. I'm super proud of each and every one of you. I am proud of Lindsay for having all these one-on-ones that she has lined up. She launched her business this month. She actually, Lindsay, I think, was a builder, like kind of like a placeholder / builder for a while, maybe a year, right, Lindsay? And then she finally committed to start her business. And I'm so proud of you, because launch is huge, right? And so she had her in-person class earlier this month. She's having one-on-ones. And I'm super proud of you kind of stepping out of your comfort zone. Anohea, you've grown so much as well. And actually, the first time I started talking to you and I was mentoring you, you are one of the builders that had a very strong mindset, like super strong, and that was a really great thing about you. But I also want to congratulate you, because you are opening up to asking for help. Sometimes when we want to feel like we're confident in everything, sometimes it's hard to ask for help, right? Yes, my love. Okay, go ahead, wash your hands, my love. And you come back to me, okay, and I'll help you. And you want me to come? Oh gosh, guys. Okay, well, let me talk and then I'll help you, okay? Yes? Okay, she wants me to help her wash hands. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right. I can give you okay, 1 minute. I'm so sorry, 1 minute. Okay, go on, go on, go on. Then you dry your hands, my love. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry. But yeah, with Anahea, I just want to huh? Okay, and I want to congratulate you, Anahea, because now you're like, just really, you're opening up to like, to sharing me with your blocks. Sometimes you kind of don't want to ask for help, or we don't want to ask for advice yet, but sometimes, because we want to do it all, that's just how we are, I feel like, as moms or women. And so I'm so proud of you, Anahea, for continuing to grow, not giving up, and always open for feedback.
Mama, baby, Mama.
Anahea said, really looking
Mama,
at my
baby.
Okay. Anahea said, really looking at my business and changing what areas need to be worked on for change and growth. This month really was an eye-opener to see where I need to improve, really putting myself in uncomfortable feelings. Yeah, right? I think this is the first month that maybe Anahea is really taking a closer look of like how self-development is super important. Even if we have a strong mindset, there's other areas that where we can improve, right? I know Brittany's is not on this call, but Brittany brought 2 new people into her organization this month. She did her Strengths Finder test. She found out how to authentically do her business that feels right for her. If you guys have not taken your Strengths test, it's a booklet where you get a code to take a quiz. It takes like 45 minutes, and they will tell you like your top 5 strengths. And this actually, it's not a book from doTERRA. It's actually, anybody can access this. It's pretty much really good for just you learning as yourself as a person. Also in relationship, it's very helpful in relationships. But also in business and just so many different things. You guys ever heard of the term, the saying, or like the philosophy of like in school, they want us to learn all these different skills, yet we don't really hone in, and like we don't really focus on our strengths, right? Like if we're so good at a few things already, why don't we be amazing at it and thrive instead of being like a jack of all trades, right? Isn't it better to be like really strong at 1 or 2 skills than trying to be really kind of sort of good in 20 skills, right? And so with your strengths test, when you find out your strengths, and you find out how to use your strengths to your advantage. Okay. Oh, your blanket. To your advantage in your business. So how I close can look totally different than somebody else's. So maybe how someone closes, and it's just, we can go over its strengths. But anyway, with Brittany, she did her strengths test, and she has this groove now. Let's see who else. There's Jalen. I know Jalen was going to join live. But I am so proud of Jalen. She continues to show up for herself. There's times where we all go through things, right? Me too included. And for us to always come back, and because we know that this means a lot to us, you should be proud of yourself, and Jalen has got an enrollment too. There's actually, most of you have got an enrollment already this month thus far. There's still like a whole week left. Mary, she couldn't join live, but I want to also say to Mary, you're doing awesome. This is, I think, your first month in the business as well. She just got her enrollment kit last month, and she's rocking it. She's sharing. She is finding ways to be better at sharing. But she has all these 101s at work. She's always sharing. She's got an enrollment this month already as well. And yeah, I'm just like really proud of each and every one of you. I do want to share this quote that I saw. You've probably seen this before, but it's from Rachel Hollis. It says, "For all my dreamers, for all my hustlers, for all my girls reading this who are building and planning, don't you dare compare your beginning with someone else's middle." We always say don't compare yourself to other builders at their pace, because someone can be doing this business for like a year now, and someone can just be starting. We're just, as long as you show up for yourself and continue to move forward and grow and learn and apply, you're going to get far, and you're eventually going to get where that person is. So I just want to say, it's hard because we have this call right here and I'm sharing celebrations, but we're not all at the same, we're not all in the beginning. We're not all in a middle, right? We're all in different phases. But the best thing is that we are still here where we went through the whole launch, and that's what we have a common the common thing, right, for all of us is we went through launch, but we are in different parts of our businesses, you know. Okay. Let's see. Challenges. Anyone want to share some challenges that you're having with anything we went through, whether it's preparing, connecting, inviting? Are you needing tips on how to connect with more people? Are you needing tips on how can I connect and then translate into inviting? Or inviting to presenting? Yeah. It's hard because we only have a couple people here and I want to be able to answer as many questions as I can. Yeah, any challenges? What's the toughest part of pipes for you? What was the hardest one? What was the one that was like, oh, this is like, right? That's just like kind of made you like get frustrated a little bit. I'm going to show you mine because I want you to know that I go through this too. A tough part is, so I hope you guys are typing something in so that I can kind of help you guys with some challenges. But one of the things that I started doing this month, I'm not sure if I've shared with you in Mentor Call yet. I know I have with some people. So my partner he does jiu-jitsu, and so he teaches at an academy. And what I started doing this month is I'm helping out at the academy. So this morning, that's why some of my launch and my mentor calls have been shifted, because I've been helping. Last week I was at the academy from like 7 a.m. until 8 p.m., like 8:30 p.m. So I was there for like 13 hours, and we'd go home in the middle of the day to get Kara a nap because she can't nap in the afternoon. But anyway, they needed some help. I'm always at the academy, either training or I'm with Holland because Holland's the head instructor there. And there's about 500 members there. And then they needed a girl on the front desk. And I was like the head instructor's, lady. And so they asked if I could help out and kind of work there, right?
More.
Okay, just a minute, okay? And so I started working there. Be careful. Okay, I started working there because, okay, first let me finish, okay? You want more?
Yeah.
Okay, can you go get my phone? Where's my phone? Can you show me my phone? Where's it? Oh, here. You want to see? Yeah.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. Sorry. Where was I? Okay. And so I started going there because I was getting stuck with connecting. I didn't know who else to connect with. And I honestly, I've been doing the business for a little over a year, like full on. And I was going through all my social media, through my social, my Facebook, my Instagram, people I know, my family, and I was getting stuck. And I'm always home because I'm with her. And I knew I needed to go out and meet people. But that was really scary for me because I've been home for a year. So I don't know. It's just weird when you're always home. You just, I don't know. I guess I kind of like, I have a hard time talking to people now. I don't know why, in some weird way. Hold on, my love. And so I started going to academy. I'm connecting there. And now my challenge is all the members that I'm meeting, which I've probably connected with like at least 100 people now. They know me by name and everything, which is awesome, but it's translating into an invite to a class. And I struggle with that because I want to make sure that I'm inviting authentically. Also, it's not my place of business, so I can't be like, oh, I'm the front desk girl and I'm selling something on the side. So that's where my challenge is. And I'm working through with Ashley. I'm diffusing in the academy. So I have like the oils there. I bring in my samples and all that. But I also want them to feel like they're not being sold something when they're already at a place of business to go train. So that's my challenge. And I want to share that with you. But I also want my business to be in a different level. And so I knew I had to do something different that I haven't done before. And so I needed to put myself out there. And so now I'm at the academy a few times a week. I'm just helping out. But I'm putting a lot of like doTERRA there. Diffusers. We're trying to put some more diffusers in the bathroom, bring in my oils, and all that. So it's really exciting. And I just signed up another person that owns an academy also. So it's just crazy how actually the person I enrolled with Every Oil Kit has an academy, and her brother has an academy too. So it's just really putting yourself out there that you've never done before to get the results that you've never had before. So think about that in terms of how you're doing your business. What can you do to put yourself in a different place so that you can get a different result? Okay. Anuheya said the challenge is inviting successfully, using the right words to keep the conversation going. Yeah, and I know we've been working on that as well as I was working with the other builders, and it's really all about experience. And I'm so happy to share the scripts with you guys and like what me and Ashley typically would do. And then the more you see it, the more it's going to be your second nature, or it's going to be how you're going to interact with your customers. I had to learn it from Ashley. I didn't learn it from the start, and I was frustrated too in the beginning because I'm like, they're not responding, I don't know what to do, and like they don't want oils. And I've been through that, that was me like a year ago, and I just want to share that it happens to everyone, like whatever everyone's going through right now. That's why I wanted you guys to be open, is because I'm 100% certain somebody has gone through that or is going through that. Okay. I wanted to share another quote. It was all about quote days for me. I wanted to find things that might inspire you or make you think of different things. Selling is not a pushy, winner-takes-all macho act. It is an empathy-led, process-driven, and knowledge-intensive discipline. Because in the end, people buy from people. This quote in particular is from very successful entrepreneurs who created a business from scratch. And they kind of was giving like inspirational quotes to people. And so this was one of them. And this is kind of where I shared how people buy from people and not buy the product, right? Like I said, there's so many wellness advocates, but why would they buy from you? And it's because how you make them feel. Okay, let's see. I want to touch base on when you get, after you take a class, so this is the follow-up after teaching. Let me actually open up my launch guide. Oopsie. Stop share. Sales guide, sorry. This is, I want to open this up for you guys because I want you, it's really important about the follow-up. A lot of people could struggle from the follow-up. And what are you guys doing right after you do a one-on-one? And what do you do right after a class if they've taken a class? If you are not messaging them privately or talking to them one-on-one, saying, hey, how'd you like the one-on-one? Or hey, how'd you like the class? I would highly suggest to start doing that. Nothing to do with, hey, what starter kit do you want to buy now? First, it's actually saying, hey, what did you think of class? They're going to say, I loved it. I learned so much. Awesome. And then you can go into the sale. Which starter kit do you think is going to benefit you the most? Right? It's all going back to them. If you ask them, what did you think of class, or what did you think of the one-on-one? And I think I need more information. Okay, that's great. I actually have my upline's teaching, or we have a class next week. We have a class this week, or I'd love to I love to set up another one-on-one appointment, or don't say appointment. I'd love to set a schedule aside to maybe talk to you again. And then you can ask me all the questions you have, right? Because you don't want to ask to start selling when they don't even feel confident yet after the class. So that's the first thing you want to always ask is right after the class, right after the one-on-one, hey, what did you think of our one-on-one? Or hey, what did you think of, if it's a one-on-one, hey, what did you think of our talk? It was so great talking to you. I'm so happy that I got a chance to talk to you a little bit about oils. What did you think? Okay. I want you guys to start practicing asking a question at the end of every message that you send or every interaction you have. Because if you want them to respond, you have to ask a question. They say they loved it. Great. Do you want to get a starter kit? That's probably not how I would ask. I would probably say, which starter kit would fit you, would benefit you the most? Which starter kit would you like to start off with first? Right? A lot of questions leading to that shows interest in them, because it's all about them. Okay. The enroll, we kind of went over that already. Okay. Yes, it's the launch guide. Oh, here, the follow-up. Okay. Let's say they do get the starter kit. What's next? I was actually having a mentor call today about membership overviews. Are you guys doing that after your enrollments? So important. So membership overviews is different from a lifestyle overview. A membership overview is when you know they're going to get their kit, like maybe they're going to get it 4 days from when they ordered it. You say, hey, when you get your kit, can you let me know? I know you'll have questions for me, and I'd love to answer them. It was a wording that one of the presidential diamonds said that has always worked for them to be like, yes, I'd love to talk to you. It's pretty much as simple as like, hey, when you get your starter kit, could you let me know? I know you have some questions for me. I know you'll have some questions for me. And if you already kind of gauge when they're going to talk, to add a question at the end, you say, how's your, are you free Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. to talk? Or whenever you're available. Always add a question at the end. Okay. What I'm going to do, if you guys haven't done a lifestyle overview and live guide, the membership overview is only like 15 minutes. What you go over the membership overview is, first, you kind of be like, hey, did you open up your kit? You ask them that. Did you try any of the oils? And what questions do you have for me with your oils? Right? They're probably going to say, hey, I totally forgot how to use Melaleuca. Can you tell me? I don't know how to use this. Whatever, whatever they want. After that, I talk to them about LRP. Okay. Talk to them all the benefits of LRP. That's it. Usually my call is 15 minutes. That's it. It's not more than that, because just because like that's usually my membership overview. Maybe I would say maybe a month later, or if they're really excited to make their whole life like all natural, then I would do a lifestyle overview, which is just going over the live guide. What I was going to offer to the team is actually doing a class, and you guys inviting your enrollees to the lifestyle overview that I am going to teach, just so that you guys don't have to do it. You guys can attend to see how it goes. To be honest, I typically do my lifestyle overviews one-on-one on the phone, and it takes an hour. So it's really time consuming. So if you've enrolled 5 people in 1 month, you're on the phone for 5 hours. At least for me, I would be like on the phone for 5 hours. And at one time it was just, I think I was kind of behind on my lifestyle overviews, and I had to like schedule 13 people was like, yes, I want to do a lifestyle overview. And I was like, oh my gosh, 13 hours to do that in like 1 week or even 2 weeks is a lot. So I ended up doing a class, and I just invited them. And then so it kind of like 5 people showed up. So that was like 5 people in 1 hour, so I would love to offer that to your enrollees. If you are not feeling confident to do a lifestyle overview yet, And it's really just kind of shares the whole picture of the lifestyle of Natural Solutions and using doTERRA and using the membership to really support their goals in Natural Solutions. That's it. That's what I would do for the follow-up is, how do you make them feel, right? They got their oils. Are you going to make them feel excited they have it with them? So it's all about experiences. Let me think. I think that's it. That was the big ones. Do you guys have any questions about follow-up? I know we went over membership overview. If you have anything specific, I'm happy to answer. Lifestyle overviews. LRP is huge. There's a video that Ashley shared with us. What was like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. It was so good. I'll send it in this email when I send out this recording. So good. And this is a lot of the wording I'm getting actually. Okay. You want to sit down? Okay. I have 4 minutes left until my Zoom ends. Any questions, Anuheya, about following up or any topics you want to make sure we cover? I know we go over a lot during mentor call. Also, I do want to offer, if you guys want a mentor call outside of our scheduled mentor call, like you want additional time, or maybe you're only getting mentored by me every other week because you're not a qualifier, I'm so happy to add on like additional support for you. So just let me know. And we can just kind of schedule that. Okay. We have, what is it? 8 days left in the month. We have BOGOs. BOGOs is huge, you guys. If you haven't done the doTERRA business in a while, I am telling you, your goals are super realistic. If you brought up your goals, end of the month goals during mentor calls every week, I will tell you if it's realistic, right? I mean, if somebody told me, hey, I want to be presidential diamond today by the end of the month, and it's not realistic, I'm going to be really open and honest with you. But there are some goals that you're like, I'm so far PV wise, but I'm saying, and I'll tell you, sometimes it's doable. When I hit gold, I barely hit silver, I think the last week of the month. And I made, I think my volume wise, I brought in, so silver is 9,000 PV and gold is 15,000. So that's 6,000 in 1 week. Maybe I was a little over silver. I definitely brought in at least like 3,000, 4,000 in 1 week, guys. So it's totally doable. I will let you guys know if your goals are doable. And if not, we could always strategize goals that you are going to be really happy and confident with. Most of our mentor calls, you guys are super realistic, and I'm always rooting for you, always strategizing with you, and I know what it takes to get to that goal. So sometimes maybe I encourage you, I hold you accountable a lot because I know you guys can do it. I know you can, as long as you keep going forward and you don't give up. And so mentor calls are huge. If you want a mentor call, you want to squeeze it in, let me know. I'm always happy to do that. And Anuheya said, yes, I was just thinking our mentor calls are great because we are able to go over the challenges. Yes, and I started doing working mentor calls with most of you guys, especially if you're on weekly calls with me. And it's kind of just to go through our pipes. Like if you're having a hard time connecting or inviting people, we kind of like troubleshoot it, right? Okay, what does it look like? What are you sending? Send me some screenshots. And it's really just to see like what's happening, and how you can word it better to get the result that you've been wanting, right? So yeah, I really enjoy mentor calls. And honestly, the mentor calls that I am doing for you guys, I learned it from Ashley because yeah, that's just like the best mentor, right? So I'm just duplicating it to her, customizing it to you guys to better whatever you guys are needing. So just know that if you ever get mentored from Ashley, it's very similar to how I'm mentoring you guys as well. Okay. All right. I don't know. I think I have less than a minute left before Zoom ends. Thank you so much for doing launch with me. We still have plenty of time to end the month super strong. We still have today's BOGOs. We still have BOGOs at next week. So don't give up. Keep going. I do want to share this last quote. Never break a promise to yourself. So what is your promise to yourself in your business? Just to yourself in general. Don't break it if it means a lot to you. You're so capable. You guys all are capable. Okay, I will talk to you guys, I'm sure today or this week. Have a good weekend. Oh, good week. Sorry, guys. Okay, bye.